Now in this technical demonstration, we're going to create specific users that are not tied to a current directory service, such as Active Directory or Google Directory services. We're going to focus on Centrify directory service users. Now, these particular users can be created for third-party contractors or outsourced IT firms, for example, or in cases where we don't want to add a specific account into our Active Directory or other directory service environment. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the Access menu, and I'm going to click on Users. And as you can see here, I do have a couple of users already created. We're going to create a new one. And we're going to call this one Z Contractor. You'll notice that I have a suffix over here on the right. You can add multiple suffixes. You can actually specify a default suffix if you wish. This is how the user is going to log into the portal. We're going to go ahead and specify an email address and a display name. We'll go ahead and supply a manually generated password. We can automatically generate it. And as we scroll down here towards the bottom, we can also apply some additional information. We can specify that the password never expires. We can require that the password change at the next login. This is always a recommended action you want to take. We can specify if it's a service user and if an OAuth confidential client is going to be used. We can also send an email invite so that the user can complete their user profile setup. But for this particular demonstration, we're only going to set the password not to expire. We'll go ahead and uncheck that box. We can also set up profile information, a description, an office number, a home number, and a mobile number. We can adjust the user's photo. We can also redirect multi-factor authentication to a different user account if we wish. And we can specify a manager. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create User. We've made all the modifications that we need to, and now we have an account. Now it's important to remember that even though I've set up accounts within the Centrify Identity platform, they don't have any privilege at this point. Now let's test that theory out. As you can see here, I'm logged in as an administrator, which means I get to see all of the options that are available to me here on the left on the main menu. If I go ahead and log out, and we'll log back in as the new account, Z Contractor, you'll notice that things look a little different. We have a message to set up security questions, but more importantly, the main menu is very limited. All we have is a workspace and settings for user preferences. Now, user preferences are going to be applied to any user who logs into the identity platform. If we look at user preferences, this will give us SSH settings and RDP settings. And we can download and install the remote access kit on this computer. This will give us some copy-paste functionality. Now, along with the user preferences under settings, we can also adjust the profile. Now, if I come over here and select profile, you'll notice that I can set up my password, my PIN, and my security questions. And we'll talk about security questions a little bit later. Under devices, I can now register a device, which would be a mobile device, an iPhone, for example. We can also take a look at our activity. This will give us an idea as to where we're logging in from.